Welcome back. For those of you just joining, my name is Jenny and I am a certified high performance coach and a motivational speaker. And today we're going to touch on what is a good leader, what is a bad leader. Now, for one thing, a leader can be anybody. You don't have to be the boss of the corporation. You can be the leader of the team. You can be the leader in some personal organization you belong to. There's really a wide variety. But what you want to look at are what are the qualities of a good leader? And it's overwhelmingly in statistics what people see as a good leader and what you should actually strive for. So some of the top things that people say they want a good leader to be is somebody who's a good listener. They want to know that you hear their ideas. Now, that doesn't mean you have to take their ideas, but you have to listen to them. You have to give them the time to present their thoughts, because a lot of people that you're working with have fantastic ideas on how to change things to make it more efficient or more productive, and they deserve the opportunity to be heard. So you want to be a good listener. You also want to be a good communicator. You need to know how each member of your team needs to be communicated with and how they like to be communicated with. Do they want to have small chat before you give them a task? Do they want you to directly talk to them? Do they want an email? You need to find out if you're going to be giving them praise. Do they want praise in front of people or do they want praise in private? Not everybody enjoys the big go into a meeting and you stand up and give them kudos in front of the whole group. Some people find that very stressful. Some people find that embarrassing. Some people just don't enjoy it. So really get to know what each of your team member likes or wants if you're going to do that. Same goes for if you need to give them negative feedback. Never do that in front of the whole group because it can be demeaning and people can see that as bullying, and it's not something that you want to do. 30% of adults report being bullied in the workplace, so you definitely don't want to go down that path. So if you have something negative, like a negative feedback or a negative performance review you have to give, do that in private. Don't tear them down in front of the whole group, the whole team. The other thing is you have to be a sound decision maker and you have to be able to explain your decisions. You want the people under you to understand why they're working towards a certain goal, what purpose it serves, how they're contributing, and you want them to feel like their contributions are valued. Okay. Another one is something you don't think about often, but you need to make sure you're available to your employees or whoever you're leading in your group. If they need to come to you for advice, if they need to come to you saying that they need some accommodation, if they just want to talk out a thought, make yourself available to them. Doesn't mean you have to be available 24/7. Not at all. You can have set hours. You can have open office hours saying you're welcome to come see me between 1 and 2, for example. Or you can ask people to set up appointments on your calendar so that they can come in and talk to you. Just those types of things to be aware of. Now, what is a bad leader? A bad leader is typically somebody who is it's my way or the highway type of person. They don't care if you have something to add to the conversation. They're not going to value your opinion. It's generally you go into the office, the setting, the group, whatever it is. They make the decision. They make the plans, which is fine, but they need to have some kind of feedback from everybody else who's around. There needs to be a group effort if it's a team project. Yes, one person has to make the decision, but they don't have to do that at the expense of everybody around them. Another way that people talk about bad leaders is somebody who doesn't seem to care about their personal life. Work-life balance is so important. You need to know that your outside time is also seen as valuable, that you're not only there to work. Yes, we're adults. Yes, we're working in whatever environment or whatever project we're working on or in whatever team this happens to pertain to. But you have outside needs and wants as well, and it's very important for not only your physical and emotional health, but for your productivity. If you aren't given the opportunity to take a day off or to have an extended lunch or to take a break, then that causes you to get more stressed out, more angst, and then your productivity level goes down. So it's really important to pay attention to that. Now, if you are also considered a bad leader, it's somebody who doesn't listen to the concerns of others. If they feel like they're being mistreated by somebody else in that organization, take them seriously. Listen to what they have to say. Listen to, what their concerns are. See what you can offer to help. There are so many different ways to go about it. I've had good leaders. I've had terrible leaders. I had one leader who appeared to not care for women who had been in the military or who were working in the office, and he kind of made that known, and it was really an uncomfortable situation. I ended up leaving that little department area because I just did not like it. I hunted out any opportunity I could have. And I've had fantastic leaders who will come in the morning. They know your kids' names, they know your spouse's name, they know what your hobbies are, and they just take 2 to 3 minutes to ask you about yourself. And as a person, that makes you feel seen and heard and valued, and it makes you feel like you're not just a cog in a wheel. You're not just there to serve their purpose. You're there, they know you're a human, they know who you are, and I think they appreciate you more. So if you can do something like that, take one small moment to connect with whoever you're leading. And if you are the person who is responding to a leader, same can go that way. Take a moment to know who your leader is. Know, do they have a family? Know what they like to do. And you can just say, good morning, so-and-so. Did you enjoy your weekend? It's so simple. Tiny moments of communication can really go a long, long way to improving relationships in any kind of situation where you're in an office or a group or a school, wherever you might be working at. So take some time to think about the qualities that you find good in a leader and then try to emulate those. And that will just make your productivity go that much higher, your motivation go that much higher, and your work-life balance, you'll have nothing to worry about because everything will start to line up as you gradually make those changes. So thank you. Go out, have a good day, be yourself, and rock the day.